Hi, I'm Janine Giorgenti. Did you ever think that you can have a custom-made sport coat or suit coat designed for you in the comfort of your own home? Well, yes, you can. All you need to do this is to have a tape measure and your best fitting suit coat or sport coat. Let me show you how to do this. First, we'll do the overarm measurement. This is a physical measurement. What you do is take the tape measure, go around the upper chest, about 3 to 4 inches below the shoulder point. This measurement is a comfortable measurement. There should be swivel to the tape. It's parallel to the floor. And let me show you what this will look like from the back. As I said, from the shoulder point, go down, hit the meat of the bicep. It's about 3.5 to 4 inches below the shoulder point. Now, the chest measurement. Chest measurement is simple. For this, I take the tape measure, go under his armpit right across the chest, high over the blades. This is a comfortable measurement. The tape measure should be able to swivel. Let me show you what this will look like from the front. It's over the apex or straight across the nipple line. Now the next measurement is the coat waist measurement. This is not your pant measurement. This measurement will be the widest part of your midsection. To do that, I reach around, come to the front. With a little bit of a swivel to the tape, I look for the widest part of the midsection. Now the pant waist. The pant waist is the measurement, the place where you actually wear your pants. So I go around his back. This measurement is slightly tighter because we don't want your pants to fall down. I start first by squeezing and then letting go until I see where he's comfortable. Is this a comfortable measurement right here? Okay. Again, it's not too tight, but there's not a lot of swivel to it right here. Next is the hip measurement. You go over the hip, and then from the back, it's over the fullest part of the seat or the buttocks. I'm going to turn Tommy around and show you what this looks like from the back. Nice and parallel to the floor. There is swivel because when you sit, you spread, so you need the room. But you don't want this. This is what you do not want it to look like. Nor do you want it to look like this, a tight measurement. The measurement should be comfortable, easy, parallel to the ground, with a little bit of swivel. I'm going to turn you to the front again. Continuing down, we just did the measurements basically for the suit coat. And now what I would like to do is take something that he has from his closet. This is a suit coat. It could be a sport coat. Now, when I say the best fitting, I mean the best fitting that you have. It doesn't have to be perfect because what we can do is we can make adjustments. When judging how a coat fits, I look for a few telltale signs. Number one, can I button it? And when I do, will I see stress points across the tummy or stress points pulling from the chest? If you see something that looks like this, then you know it's too tight. If you find a lot of drapes and gaping, then the suit coat is too loose. But this is what it should fit like. Now, you want to adjust the suit coat so that it's on the shoulder, sleeves are hanging straight. This way we have perspective and we can take a look at what we have. The first measurement I will do is the coat length. We use the suit coat to determine the length. You look for the point where the collar intersects with the body of the suit coat. Take the tape measure, place it exactly at that point, and go straight down like a plumb line to the bottom of the suit coat. If you need more length, you would add, and if you would like to shorten, you subtract. Now we would like to get the shoulder expanse. Take a look at the suit coat or the sport coat. Take a look at the shoulders. Are they too broad? Are they too narrow? If you like what you see, go from the outer edge, draw your tape measure across, hitting that neck point at the center of the collar, and across to the other side. At this point, this is where the shoulder intersects with the sleeve head. This will give you the shoulder measurement. If you would like the shoulder to be shorter, then you subtract. If you need the shoulder to be a little longer, then obviously you would add to this. The sleeve length is a matter of personal preference. Some people like to show a little bit of the cuff coming out of the bottom of the sleeve. Other people do not. Take a look at your suit coat and make that determination. The other thing you want to determine is how tight or loose, or if it's just a perfect fit. On this coat, I do not see any breaks, so this is a perfect fitting coat. However, if you saw diagonal pulls, this means the jacket is too tight. To adjust for that, simply open the button. The space that you will see is the amount to add to the width of the suit coat to make it fit you properly. If you see too many gapes on the side, if it's too many drapes, simply lap it over, fold the edge, and determine how much tighter you would like the coat to be. Be careful when you do this, not only to judge it from the front, but also look from the back. What you do not want to do is pull it where you now create another problem by having the diagonal lines in the back, which means now that you've made your suit coat too tight. Once you determine how it fits in the waist and how the sleeve length is, you can then remove the jacket. The following measurements we will do from a tabletop. To finish copying your sport coat or your suit coat, we will now use the tabletop. The first measurement that we will take is the sleeve. Once you determine that this is the correct sleeve length, we will start with the inseam of the sleeve. That means you go from the edge of the sleeve to the armpit, and you'll record this measurement. If the sleeve length is too long, then shorten it accordingly. If the sleeve is too short, then lengthen accordingly. The next measurement is a half girth measurement. Remember when we had the coat on Tommy, and I said that if you saw the diagonal pulls, that meant the coat was too tight? And what you needed to do was to release the button, and whatever that gap was, we would add to the half girth. And I also said that if you saw drapes on the side, it meant that the coat was too loose. So what you had to do was lap it over, and whatever that amount was that you lapped over, you would take off the half girth. We will now measure this as if it fit, and then I will show you how to do it if you need to add or subtract. Lay the coat on a table face down with the back facing you. Take the tape measure. You will notice that there will be a seam down the center back of the coat. On the edge, you will see the buttons. If it's a 3-button coat, you need to use the center button. If it's a 2-button coat, use the top button. This only works for a single-breasted coat, so do not try this with a double-breasted because you'll get a measurement that's not what you want. So on a single-breasted coat, go from the center back seam, draw your tape measure across to the edge of the coat, just below the button. That's the half girth measurement. Now, if the coat was too tight, and let's say that there was a gap of 1 inch, what you do is you add half of that amount. So you'd add a 1/2 inch. The reason for that is that we're measuring half the jacket. So whatever you got here, if it was 2 inches, you'd be adding 1 inch. If it was 1 inch, it would be a 1/2 inch. Now on the flip side of that, let's say you lapped the coat over. Let's say you lapped it over 1 inch. You would then subtract by a 1/2 inch. So you would take the tape measure from the center back seam, go across to the edge, and then back it up a 1/2 inch. You see how simple that was? I promised you. The combination of physical measurements and measurements taken from your best fitting suit or sport coat should do the trick. So I hope you enjoy your outfit. From Janine Giorgenti with Your Best Looks in Mind.